little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the...
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Taking on Andy Dalton and the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Plenty new with the Los Angeles Rams this year. Brand new stadium, brand new uniforms. The lead running back has changed. But Jared Goff is back as the quarterback for his 5th season as the starter here with the Rams. The weapons have changed a little bit on the perimeter, but Jared Goff believes that he's going to get back to his gunslinging ways.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Powers through again. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Made by Jalen Smith. Brings up 3rd down.
Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
A day 1 starter his rookie year. He also won a whole lot of games as well. First 5 years, the Bengals went to the playoffs each and every year. Continues to evolve as a quarterback, learning how to work around a running game, an offensive line, and receivers that continue to develop.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
He was tackled at the 40.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 35 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
At the Cowboys' 10-yard
Out of the gun, Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. So, as mentioned, Charles, you know, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Draw play, Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Goff on first down. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. That was a third and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run here with Henderson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Second and goal at the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Pickup brings up third and goal.
From the gun, here's Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
First and 10 at their own 26.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down again. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Their line on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Down by James.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And not to be lost with all that's going on here with the opening of this beautiful new stadium, but we still have 2 more games to get to tomorrow night before we wrap up Week 1. It starts with the Steelers and Giants from MetLife, followed by the late start, Tennessee and Denver in Mile High. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. Dalton, 1st and 10. There's CeeDee Lamb, his first NFL catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. On 1st down, Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard.
On 2nd and 11 now, Dalton. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Gone. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
That's taken in by Henderson. No gain, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. From the gun again to Henderson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing on third. Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Yay on fourth field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now Dalton, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out right at the 25. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Throwing again on second down. Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 30. 10. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
10 yards to go.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Goff's pass intercepted by the Cowboys.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And he whips that one incomplete there. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Over the middle here to Wilson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Up until the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee, you might have got some blank stares back, but down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
On first down, it's gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Akers. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Henderson. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And Gay knocks this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for L.A., it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. That'll do it for us.